Valentine's Day is around the corner, and of course, I'm bringing you a series of different Valentine's Day inspirations that you can create for yourself or ones you love. Let's go ahead and get started. So first things first, we're going to get started in Cricut Design Space images, and I'm choosing a large bow. You can choose whatever bow you want, but I suggest choosing a larger solid bow rather than a skinnier one or a see-through, because it's going to make the project a little bit easier. But again, it's up to you what you want to choose. And I'm going to Google a heart-shaped pattern, and then I'm going to save it. And for this particular image, you see how it's saved in that API or whatever file. You cannot save it that way. You have to do like a JPEG, PDF, in order for it to be uploaded into Cricut Design Space. So I'm just saving it as a screenshot. And then what I'm going to do in the upload screen, I'm going to go to pattern field and I'm going to upload what I just saved. And then I'm going to go ahead and save that inside Cricut's patterns. So you can change the name and you can choose a certain color for it to be, you can find it under. But remember, you can only use this if you're doing a print then cut option. So, and you want to make sure you see that pattern uploaded successfully notification. Then under the operation, you're going to go down to print and cut, because you can only do this for print and cut. Then you're going to go to the color. Then you're going to go to the drop down and choose pattern. And there you go. That is how you're going to do the pattern version of this. In case you don't want to do HTV, you want to do it, you have a particular pattern or print you want to use, you can do this. And you can offset it. I suggest offsetting it because it's going to make this pop a little bit more, but you definitely don't have to. But this is if you want to do the print then cut option first. If you do not and you want to layer like multiple HTV, I definitely suggest doing it this way. You're going to take that same bow and then you're going to follow, use some heart-shaped images you find in Cricut Design Space or ones you uploaded yourself. I definitely recommend using solid hearts rather than ones that are like open or you can see through or there's pieces. It's just going to make this specific project a little bit easier. But again, for the sake of this whole thing, I'm going to tell you, use whatever you want to use, but this is what I decided to use. And what I'm doing is I'm just positioning all the hearts everywhere around this bow. And I'm not going to create a uniform pattern. I'm kind of putting it and positioning them all in different shapes, different sizes. I'm not shapes, sorry, different sizes, different angles, things like that. And you can choose to even run it through here, but I chose not to because there's going to be text going through that. And you'll see that in a minute. So once I have them everywhere I want, I'm taking all of the colors and I'm going to go ahead and combine them all together. If anybody knows an easier way to do this, please tell me, because I even went to the layers option where you can kind of unify them by color, and that still didn't work. This is the only way I know how to do it. And that way you get way less things needing to be cut if you weld all the colors together in one shape. So I typed out the word love, and we're going to kind of position it in that angle because we're going to have it running through like in a little zigzag form. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the color so you and I can see it better on the screen. Then I'm going to offset it. And you can go ahead and warp this. I'm going to show you how to warp it. But again, this is a feature that's only you can only do or use if you have Cricut Access. So the warp feature is only for those who have Cricut Access. And then what I'm going to do is offset it a little bit. I'm not going to offset it really, really large, but you can, again, offset it whatever size you want. I don't want it to eat up too much. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to duplicate the love because guess what? We're going to go ahead and we have to cut through multiple layers of this. And that's why I have so many duplicates of the offset, because once you see how I'm selecting those two right there, the first offset that's on top of the bow right there, I sliced it and then I'm going to move that back to the back. But you see, I'm taking another offset because I have to now go through the layer of, for instance, red. Then I'm going to slice those, delete those. And then again, now, like for instance, now I have to go through the red. I'm going to take that offset, select the color or the layer that I need to slice it, And then I'm going to go ahead and remove those layers. So again, this is a little bit of a tedious process, but so you don't have to do it this way. You can just go ahead and put love on top of it and just leave it like that. But I wanted to slice through it so that the love is on the t-shirt that I'm making. So again, I'm slicing all those pieces and I'm going to go ahead and remove each layer that I don't want. So you have that you have that area that love can sit in. So hopefully that made sense, and I changed it to red so you can see it better. But again, we did the exact same thing with the always. And again, the biggest part of that was you have to remember that you have to slice through every single layer, not just the back black offset. You have to slice through the layer of pink, of darker pink, of red, etc., and so on. So I'm just slicing that middle circle right there because I want to change it and make it a different color than the black. You do not have to do this one. You could have left it, or I could have left it black, but I decided to change that color because I wanted it to pop a little bit more. So yes, that's the only reason I changed it. But again, that is completely up to you. And once you're done with that, you finish the design process. And now we get to the second funnest part, at least for me, because designing is my favorite part. But the second funnest part is going ahead and peeling the HTV. This project is an amazing, and I'm using HTVRONT. All of this is all of the regular HTV is HTVRONT. The only one that is not is the foil in red. That's actually Vinyl Frog's foil. They are the best. I'm sorry, hands down. Vinyl Frog has the best foil HTV that I have tried so far. I love it. And what you can do is this labor of love is absolutely rewarding. So it is so easy to intermix different vinyls right here because, again, you can really set this off by interchanging with brick, with foil, with glitter, anything that your imagination or your mind can take you. This is a perfect project for it. So as always, see you on the next video. And if you have any questions or comments, do not hesitate to leave them in the comment boxes below.